If you can't think clearly until every surface is wiped, every pillow is straight, and every drawer is organized, this isn't about being dramatic, it's about survival. People joke about clean freaks. They roll their eyes, say you're overreacting, or claim you're being controlling. But here's the truth they never see. Cleaning isn't about perfection, it's about peace. And psychology backs this up. Research shows that clutter raises cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. So for some people, mess doesn't feel mildly annoying, it feels physically overwhelming. Stick around to the end because the truth goes deeper than you think. It's about control. When life feels out of control, when emotions get messy, when the world spins too fast, when nothing feels certain, cleaning becomes the one thing they can control. Their home becomes their sanctuary, the only place where chaos has no power. Wiping a counter removes more than crumbs. It removes anxiety. Organizing a closet sorts more than clothes. It sorts their racing thoughts. A clean room, that's not obsession. That's emotional regulation. Their brain works differently. Many people who crave order are highly sensitive. Visual clutter doesn't just irritate them, it overwhelms their nervous system. It's like background noise that never turns off. Mess doesn't look bad. Mess feels bad. So when their space is clean, something shifts. Their thoughts slow down. Their breathing deepens. Their shoulders finally drop. A tidy home isn't about impressing anyone. It's about being able to exist comfortably in their own skin. The routine is the remedy. The rhythm of cleaning is healing. Folding laundry, washing dishes, vacuuming in straight lines. These aren't chores. They're therapy sessions without a couch. And unlike life, which is unpredictable, cleaning offers something rare. Visible results. Proof they can make things better. A quiet dopamine hit that whispers, "You've got this." It's self-soothing disguise, this productivity. Sometimes it's about rewriting the past. Some grew up in homes where chaos was constant, where clutter meant tension, where mess meant danger. Nothing felt stable or safe. So as adults, they create the calm they never had. Every organized shelf is a promise. This space is different. This space is safe. Their cleaning isn't compulsive, it's protective. It's building the home their younger self desperately needed. It's their love language. People with this mindset often carry deep responsibility. They believe if they don't maintain order, everything will crumble. Not from fear, but from care. Cleaning becomes how they nurture without words. A spotless kitchen table says, "I want you to feel comfortable here." But here's what people miss. Behind the neatness is often a soft heart, a perfectionist who fears letting others down, someone who uses cleanliness to feel steady, safe, and enough. Their tidiness isn't judgment of you, it's vulnerability turned into action. For some, cleaning is the only time they feel fully present. Where others meditate or journal, they scrub and sort. And that's not wrong, that's beautiful. So if you're someone who can't relax until your space is in order, there's nothing excessive about you. Not too much, not too dramatic, not controlling. You simply understand what your mind needs to feel calm. You know how to care for your inner world by tending to the outer one. Your need for cleanliness isn't a flaw. It's your way of creating peace in an overwhelming world. Are you like this too? Share your experience below and make sure to hit subscribe. This next video will have you questioning your own habits.